Hello folks, Richard Moore, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association, YouTube, Facebook, and U.S. Anti-Gang Stalking on Quora. Today's video is a textbook example of stalking, trespassing, and felonies being committed by stalkers as it pertains to how they teach. We have video footage to substantiate what I'm telling you, how they teach their children to stalk. Now, we've talked about it. It's been well documented. I've documented it hundreds, countless amounts of time. And with the vehicle stalking, they'll have their children, they use them as shields, etc. But today we want to talk about an individual in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, we know that Phoenix, Arizona is the 5th largest city in the United States and one of the largest corrupt police departments in the United States. It's the only major police department in a metropolitan area that does not have an independent oversight board. They don't have one. So if you've got a complaint, it's absolutely going to be the fox guarding the hen house. Of course, Phoenix is smack dab in the middle of corrupt Maricopa County. I've posted a few videos from my encounter with the Maricopa County law enforcement at the Maricopa County Courthouse. We're dealing with thugs in Phoenix, Arizona, the police department, and other government agencies. This individual that I'm talking about today lives at 4212 West Paradise Lane, Phoenix, Arizona. Gerrarodo Jimenez. Gerrarodo Jimenez. I'm wondering what his association. I do know that he's getting quite a bit of mail from the Arizona Department of Economic Security and Family Assistance Administration. And I've posted, and in the following video clips, you will see I've slowed these down for visual aid purposes. A lot of things working here. One, the abrupt noise that you hear is an attempt, and it usually works, of what is one of the signs of the security or surveillance system from the neighboring house to be jammed. It's also a very criminal tactic used to disturb the person that is being stalked. In this case, it's Dr. Astra Stanwyck. I find it ironic that Dr. Stanwyck is a witness in 2 federal complaints right now in federal court. Not only that, she's also a material witness in forthcoming criminal and civil complaints as it refers to law enforcement here in Union County, Mississippi, and soon coming Maricopa County, Arizona. This is called witness tampering and obstruction of justice. I have firsthand knowledge of the shenanigans and the crimes committed against Dr. Stanwyck, myself, and her property on Paradise Lane in Phoenix, Arizona. Every time we would leave the residence, we would have evidence of an intrusion. So obviously they're getting assistance in being able to manipulate a combination of mechanical combinations on locks to be able to enter the house. Dr. Stanwyck has reported over $1,000 worth of equipment and things missing from outside of her home and inside of her home. No signs of forced entry. She hasn't lived at that residence maybe 6-9 months, somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure of the time. But you can rest assured that before she moved in, the home office had their stalkers in place. Now, Jimenez is not the only one on Paradise Lane. Let's get this straight. She has a neighbor directly across the street, and there's several others in there I've already identified. Leaving my dog at her house for a short period of time, interior video footage shows the dog very erratic, running to the back doors from one end to the other, being absolutely tormented, howling and screaming and so forth. We don't have any video footage of what was going on outside. That had been jammed. The animal does not act this way. Someone was obviously out there doing something very malicious. Case building, my friends, is a very tedious and long process at times. These people, these criminals, managed to circumvent security systems and all the workarounds with the help of government agencies. I posted, and you'll see in the following video here, about how the Arizona Department of Economic Security and Family Assistance and how it works with community organizations. That should be your red flag, and community organizations like community policing and the COPS program, which has gone awry, is very criminal, and what these people are doing, and what I've got documented for you to show you, is a crime. This is just a sample of hundreds of intrusions as it pertains to my property and Dr. Sandwich's property in Phoenix, Arizona, also in Union County, Mississippi. If Gerrarodo thinks for 1 second that he will escape culpability in his crimes, let me tell you something, senor, you've got another thing coming. I know you've been privy, eavesdropping, and peeping in and listening in at the things that I was saying and so forth while visiting in Phoenix. I'm quite sure you didn't like the sound of it. Well, I'm here to tell you, you might as well cuddle up to it. You might as well cuddle up to it. If you think I don't have your number and your crimes, indeed, I'm satisfied that when we take this to the level of doing and protecting our property and our persons by all means necessary, do not take that lightly. No longer will we sit back and guess, I wonder who, I wonder what. We know who, we know what. That's out of the deal. We're not questioning that. Now that we know who and the what, take that in consideration. Take that in consideration. You're going to do whatever they tell you to do. In these video clips, you will see one where a man with a sand-colored shirt, I've slowed these down, again, for presentation purposes only. And he is out with his dog, and he's, at one point, appears he's running in place, and he's talking on a cell phone. Now, also, you will see video footage of another individual, two individuals. This would be the grandpa He has no shirt. I believe they're both wearing black pants, but it's two different people. This is, again, an attempt at an optical illusion. The kid, however, is wearing all black. You'll see him in one video clip scaling the wall, and I've enlarged that. And from that angle, it's a dark film, but you can easily see it, and I've marked it on there, where he is on Dr. Stanwyck's property. He's running and scaling the wall. Now, we'll take that along with the video with the man in the backyard, the other angle, that shows him running in place. Okay? So he's instructing, and he is on a cell phone. In another video, you'll see the grandfather with no blouse on, and another individual, again, in all black, exiting in a different part of their property. So we got what it looks like is 3 generations: the kid, the father, and the grandfather, all participating in criminal stalking. Yes, they have no problems putting their children at risk. I'd like to know again why they're getting so much correspondence from the Arizona Department of Economic Security and Family Assistance when they're living in a $700,000 house. Seems strange to me. They're getting public assistance. Or what's really going on? Getting paid? They're getting a monthly or weekly stipend to be stalkers? Is that possible? Well, you best believe it's possible. Are we going to expose it? You bet your bottom dollar we're going to expose it. Now we know who's propping up the financial end of organized criminal stalking in Phoenix, Arizona. We've got that much, which is controlled by local law enforcement. This is a crime, and we're coming after you. Trust me on that. I've got a pretty good track record of following through with what I'm telling you. You're obstructing justice. You have been obstructing justice. You've been threatening and intimidating a witness in 2 federal cases right now. If you think that's going unchecked, Gerrarodo and the rest of your clan over there of wall scaling criminals, the gig's up. And that goes for Henrietta the Hippo and the Lardass family across the street from Dr. Stanwyck. And some more. Got plenty of documentation of your shenanigans and your criminal activity. So just keep it up. But I'll promise you, you're not going to like what's coming. I will assure you, you will not enjoy the consequences of creating and committing crimes. As a victim of criminal stalking, we're not laughing. We're not laughing. We're not just going to whine and complain and scratch our heads and try to figure out what's going on. We're going to take the ball and run with it. We're going to take the ball and run with it. That's exactly what we're going to do. In Phoenix, Arizona, you're not the biggest, baddest dog on the block. You may think you are, but you're not. You're going to have it to prove. And I'll guarantee you, I'm going to take you to task. Watch this video. I'd love to hear your feedback and share it. Every victim needs to share this. We need to put a stop to giving these creeps, these perverts, these criminals that teach their children to be creeps and perverts and criminals a pass on their crimes. I've just given you their address, their name, where they live. I'll post a picture of the house. We're going to have all that out there. It's not going to be on the dark web. We're going to put it right out there for the public. And we're going to continue to do that. Watch the video. I'd love to hear back from you. Till next time, Richard Moore, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association.